Join us today for our first day in New Orleans. As we drove into the city, our first impression was there were homeless camps everywhere. It was really sad. We enjoyed seeing the beautiful balconies and the horse-drawn carriages.
So on the weekends, have the courtyard restaurant in the back with the flaming red fountain.
These balconies with the ferns were my favorite. Of course, one of our first stops while in New Orleans was the Café du Monde, where we got beignets. This was the original Café du Monde, and it was quite busy while we were there. And there are our beignets. They had quite a lot of powdered sugar, too much in my opinion, but they were delicious. You have to be careful not to inhale as you're eating these, or else you get choked on powdered sugar. Also, not a good idea to wear black, because you get powdered sugar all over yourself. You don't see a dog wearing a hat every day, and there were horse-drawn carriages absolutely everywhere. Then we walked down to Jackson Square. We walked past the beautiful St. Louis Cathedral, which we'll tour in another video. As you walk around Jackson Square, there are artists, vendors, and street performers everywhere.
You're digging the mime stuff, huh? I'll try a couple of new mime jokes on you. These are new. I don't know if they're going to work, but a mime with Parkinson's. Thank you. Wall, window.
We loved all the history of New Orleans and all the historical things there are to see.
Hey, I found it. This is weird. The card actually changed color. If this is your card, this would be awesome. What was your card? 10 of diamonds. This is 10 diamonds. This is gonna be crazy. Hot dog! Oh my God, that was awesome.
There was quite a lot going on in Jackson Square. We were traveling with the Colette Travel Group, and we arrived a day early so that we could go out and about and look at the area. This was our first time ever to be in New Orleans, and the saddest part was all the homeless that were there. But trust me when I tell you, you see everything and then some in New Orleans.
You know me. One thing I can tell you is you got to be free.
There was all kinds of food in New Orleans, and street performers were everywhere. People in the streets with exotic birds and others banging on buckets and beating on drums. It was a very different experience than what we're used to in southern Indiana, and we thought these people were absolutely nuts. Just look at those snakes. People actually paid money to have those snakes draped around their neck. No thank you was my response. This is as close as I got just to get a picture, but Keith got in on the action. He didn't hold one, but he would pet it. Let us know in the comments if you would have paid money to let someone put a snake around your neck. I just loved the balconies with the wrought iron and the greenery and the umbrellas. It was so beautiful. You just never knew from one street to the next what you might run across. People actually make their living performing in the streets.
Everybody want ice cream, rock, rock my baby, rock. Hey, you scream, ice cream. Everybody want ice cream, rock, rock my baby, rock.
We actually ate at the Court of Two Sisters our last night in New Orleans, and it was amazing.
Harvested fiddleheads with an old Cherokee Englishman near the Oregon coast. I asked what brought him to isolate himself somewhere so remote.
There were so many amazing places to eat in the French Quarter. By this time, we were starving, so we ate at the Pier 424 Seafood Market. We each wanted to try something different, so Keith got the fried alligator with their Creole sauce. I got the blackened chicken jambalaya. Oh, was it good. It wasn't the best that I had in New Orleans, but it was very good. This restaurant had a balcony and they allowed us to go up there so that we could take pictures and video. These guys had one of those slingshot cars and the music was absolutely blaring. There were jazz funeral businesses in the French Quarter, which was quite odd to us.
First of all, we were talking about Jerry Seinfeld, absolute GOAT. Larry David, absolute GOAT. These people, wonderful. I have a podcast called Hash Out Comedy Podcast. It's based out of Massachusetts. We just talk about, this is a comedy podcast about nothing. It might as well be a Seinfeld podcast. Wonderful meeting y'all. I'm Taylor Peary. This is my girlfriend, Nuhala. My co-host, PJ Hurtado, out of Western Massachusetts. Love y'all. Have a good day.
Even kids were out in the streets banging on buckets for money. We met a lot of great people in the streets of New Orleans.
Here we go, guys. It does happen really fast. So after I do it, scream, cheer, go nuts. Let me know you enjoyed the show. On the count of 3, juggle. 1, 2, 3.
We saw several weddings while in New Orleans, and we even saw, you guessed it, more snakes. And this is a different bunch of snakes than the first one. As the sun began to set and it got darker outside, more and more people came to the streets. And more snakes. And this guy had a snake on his hoverboard. You don't see that every day, especially in southern Indiana. Yep, we even saw a guy standing on his head in the middle of the street. We're not sure what was up with this guy standing in the middle of the street. He looked out of it. We were never out past 9:30 or 10 at night because the later it got, the more people that came out and the crazier things were, and we wanted to be safe. Seeing this wedding parade was the highlight of our day. It was right outside our hotel, and evidently this is tradition in New Orleans. You have a wedding parade. They threw beads and waved their handkerchiefs. It was so fun to see. Then, in the wee hours of the morning, we found ourselves walking the streets of New Orleans in our pajamas. There was a fire alarm in our hotel, and we had to evacuate out onto the street. Talk about a first day. If you'd like to see more of our videos, click the video that just popped up on your screen